the Mets were really grinding at bats. How frustrated was that for you?
Yeah, they did a really good job. In the moment, I don't know, maybe a little frustrating, but just got to execute, earlier. Yeah, they did a good job.
Paul, what's the conversation like with Donnie on the mound when it comes to get you there?
He said something along the lines of like, too early to. I think I was at like 37 pitches. It's just long inning. Like it's too early to push it. That's pretty much it.
Were you surprised to see him come out there?
I mean, yes and no. Yes, because I think I would have gotten out of the inning. No, because it's early in the season and a 37 pitch inning. I felt good, but being precautionary, the pitch count wasn't going to be super high today anyway. So yeah, yes and no.
If you had to pinpoint what went wrong today.
Well, I walked the leadoff guy. Didn't really didn't execute with 2 strikes when I needed a punch out or a double play there. Yeah, a few things.
How do you regroup and in your next start?
Just flush it. But you gotta look at it for what it is. There wasn't a ton of hard contact. Leadoff walk is not great. But yeah, some balls landed that, or the Polanco ground ball, stuff like that. So it's just it's like the batting average on balls in play thing was super high today, and that'll go down as the season goes on.
Well, this is one of those games. I mean, it happens in baseball, stuff like that accumulates, but it hadn't happened to you yet. This kind of start. Like, is it surprising that it hasn't happened, or do you just figure it was bound to have one of these days sometime?
Yeah, it's nice to get out of the way.
Paul, was anything at all off for you in the game, or you just felt like yourself taking the mound and being out there?
Yeah, it felt good. Just missed on a couple pitches.
Do you have a strategy or a routine that you follow when you have a game that doesn't go the way you want it to?
Same routine as always, good or bad.
Does that consistency just help you get past a performance like this, just move forward in the way that you did?
Yeah, I mean, you always got to stick to your routine. It makes it really hard to go through the season when you're riding the waves of kind of riding the wave of success and failure, and it makes it even harder when your routine does that too. It's really easy to kind of slack off after a good start. It's easy to work harder after a bad start. You just got to stay the same every day.
Paul, you mentioned not getting strikeouts, put away pitches with 2 strikes. It seemed like you didn't have your best swinging stuff today. Was it that location? Were your pitches not moving as much? What did you see from the 2-strike pitches?
Well, one, they got to a couple balls that I thought I did execute, and 2, there were a couple balls that I didn't execute that they, either took or fouled off or something like that. So just got to look at it kind of pitch by pitch. I'll rewatch it at some point, but I'm not as upset about this for me personally as people would probably think.
Why?
Because they did a really good job. It's kind of it was an abnormal outing.
This one kind of just tip your cap to them on?
Yeah, I mean, I'll certainly tip my cap to them. I also need to be better. So there's ways, got to do both.
You have a lot of new guys in the lineup, and some of them took some really tough at-bats. Do you think that's going to be a characteristic of that group over there, the kinds of quality at-bats like that?
Yeah, I mean, Bilal had, 2 home runs, and O'Hearn had 1, and scored there in the 9th. Yeah, we had some really, really good at-bats from the new guys.
How did you feel in the pen before the game?
Felt good. Yeah, I was really happy with everything.
It seemed like you leaned a little bit less on your breaking stuff than you sometimes do. Was that game planning, feel, or just small sample, or something else?
I'm not sure. I didn't really notice that. I'll rewatch it. I'm not sure.
What can you say about a guy like Johan Ramirez that came out to try to pick you up and pick this team up?
Yeah, he did a great job. That picked everyone up. Obviously not ideal to have a bullpen game on opening day, but he picked everyone up. He did us a solid, and we'll be in a good position on Friday for it, or Saturday.
You rewatched all your starts, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Plays in center field.
¿Tú puedes tratar de describir qué fue lo que viste en esa jugada en el centrofield?
No, nada, traté de pararla y tenía el sol medio incómodo, se me metió en el sol en las dos y ¿sabes? Son cosas que uno no quiere que pasen en el juego, pero estaba tratando de aparar y tenía el sol muy incómodo.
No, just the sun was right in front of my face. Obviously, we don't want those things to happen, but it was really uncomfortable today to have the sun right in front of my face. I was trying my best, but it was kind of tough.
Was the sun the issue on both of them?
Las dos jugadas del sol.
Más en la segunda, en la línea, como esas líneas son de esas que uno no sabe si uno tiene que coger para adelante o para atrás, y se me metió un chin en el sol, pero yo digo que para la próxima yo creo que puedo tener mejor cosa para atrás.
No, not really the first one. The second one, yes, for sure. The first one was one of those, that low line drive that it takes a little bit more time for me to read it, and they're really tough balls to read because you don't know if you're going to have to come in or go back. He got in the sun a little bit at the end, but those are the ones that I definitely have to get better. I'll get better at for sure.
And you obviously had a rough defensive opening day last year as well. What did you learn from that experience, and how can you kind of lean on that experience to not let this performance kind of snowball this year?
Dice que obviamente tuviste también un arranque un poquito difícil el año pasado con la parte defensiva, y este año también, ¿cómo tú vas a hacer para que eso no se acumule y te pueda afectar en la parte de la defensa y seguir mejorando?
No, el año pasado yo empecé medio trólico, no significa que el primer juego vaya a estar igualito que el año pasado. Yo seguiré trabajando en mi defensa, que es lo que estaba haciendo, y seguir enfocado.
That last year had nothing to do with this year. For sure I don't want to start the season like I did. I'm just going to continue to work and focus on my work and get better. That's it.
What can you learn from a day like today?
¿Qué tú puedes aprender con un día como hoy?
Mucho. ¿Sabes? Como hay día bueno, hay día malo. Eso es lo que yo siempre digo, y nadie quiere hacer error.
A lot. You learn a lot. There's good days and bad days for sure, and then nobody wants to make mistakes. I'm just going to learn a lot and just continue to work hard, like I said.